If you are presented with new opportunities in your life moving forward, why don't you say, why not, instead of triggering all those fears when someone offers you to do something?
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Angel RIBO. Previously, episode 1782 of the 12-Minute Convos podcast. It's been just 2 years, 1 month, 3 days, 13 hours, 30 minutes since we recorded that conversation. Luckily, in fact, I'm blessed that I got to meet him just 8 months after, actually. 8 months, 16 days, 9 hours, 40 minutes. I was in Dallas meeting the warm embrace of Angel RIBO. My friend, how are you going today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm excellent. I'm excited for this conversation.
Are you holding down the fortress of the Caribbean for me?
Yes, we await your arrival.
Excellent. I'm connecting to kayak.com right now.
That's wonderful.
Sorry for running an ad.
So, Angel, give us an update. What's going on? It's been a couple of, it's almost a year and some since we've talked, right? Specifically on the podcast. So, update those that are listening. Tell us what you're doing. Is the CEO Confidant still there?
Oh, my goodness. It is indeed. Absolutely. And actually, there's many more people that now call me the Confidant, and they also call me the Whisperer for some reason, but still, I'm the CEO Confidant, exactly, and I keep on doing the same thing. So basically, I help corporate CEOs and established entrepreneurs to bridge the gap globally for expansion and exposure. I help them take their businesses internationally and in this way accelerating the growth of their businesses. And obviously, I keep on acting upon my life purpose, which is helping underprivileged kids in Latin America become entrepreneurs using their local resources. And I keep on doing that wholeheartedly with all my team, with Wisdom for Kids, which is my foundation. And we keep on going to Latin America, to those incredible places, to help all those kids and to help them become entrepreneurs and have their own businesses and change the dynamics of their entire families and communities.
You've been transformed by one book, my friend, as part of your process. Is that a book you read every year, just as a reflective piece, The Celestine Prophecy?
That's a great question. No, I don't read it every year, but for some reason, at some point, I revisit this book or the sequels of the book. But I have to say that, speaking of what's new in my life, I've been extremely involved in angels, in talking to my guardian angel, in learning from my angels. And the reason why I'm mentioning this now is because I've been reading amazing books about angels that I can tell you they have really made a big impact in my life.
Yeah, tell me the name of one, please. I'll look into it. I'd love to read that.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you Angels in My Hair is an incredible book by Lorna Byrne. Byrne, Lorna. This is an incredible book. I recommend it to everybody. After you read it, you will start talking to your guardian angel every single day, and your life will start changing.
So when did it start? When did it occur to you that this was something that you needed to learn how to do?
I was on a retreat upstate New York last year. In the middle of last year, Christine Powers invited me there, and it was an amazing experience because we were in the middle of the forest. It's a land, I think it's 100 plus acres, and there was a gentleman there that has done a lot of work with angels. His name is Keith De Leon. You might have even interviewed him, and if you haven't, I will introduce you to him. And I had this experience for a week on that retreat place, amazing land, so connected to Earth, that I was so connected to Earth that at the same time listening to Keith's experience along with mine during those days, this allowed me to realize that, oh my God, yeah, being myself an angel, being my name an angel, my father's name is an angel, how is it possible that even if people have for my entire life have been making jokes about my name and asking me if I was an angel, how can I be possibly so hiding from angels. So that definitely started the journey. And when I came back from the retreat, besides reading kids' book, I started looking for additional books. And as you know, every time you start talking about something and just the world comes to you, and a friend of mine said, hey, you know what? I have not one, but 3 books about angels. I'm going to mail them to you right now. 2 days later, I had those 3 books. The first one, Angels in My Hair, Lorna Barnes. Oh my God! I have to tell you, Angel. The last thing I expected today was to talk about angels.
Well, I mean, come on, though. I mean, the meaning of my name is Angel, and your name is Angel. What else will we talk about, right?
Yeah, but it's funny because we've met so many times and we've talked to so many times and exchanged so many messages that we've never spoke about this specifically like that.
Yeah, and I think it's something that came about as well because I met Swami Tirtha and he has his show, which is Talking with Angels, and you were on that show as well, right?
Oh, I was there, absolutely. And my wife and my son was there too. And by the way, do you know that the origin of angel is actually Greek?
I didn't know that.
Okay. And do you know the meaning of angel?
No, come on, teach me. Come on, teach
us. Messenger in Greek, messenger. And it's funny because when I started my broadcasting career a few years ago, and you are obviously a pro broadcaster.
Thank you.
I consider myself immediately like a conduit of everybody else's greatness. So I'm a messenger. Oh my God. And I said to myself, no wonder why I feel so like comfortable doing what I do, which is bringing everybody else's, greatness to the stage and allowing them to use me and to use my audience as a way to change the world.
You've tapped into something that brings about a question. Did you come here with the tools that were required to be Angel RIBO? Or was it that being called Angel RIBO started as you coming out of the womb and that's the reason why you're doing what you're doing? Which is it, A or B?
I think that I started my journey completely ignoring what my life purpose was really. And it has been throughout time that I have realized what I was supposed to be doing here and why I came here. Definitely. And actually, every time I have, an issue, there's some circumstances, there's some bad things happening, to my life, to my environment, something. I always say, thank you, thank you, God, because that's definitely going to help me in my journey. That's going to make my messenger journey even more, robust. Because at the end of the day, when you are interviewing someone or when you're talking to someone or helping someone with your business, you're just a conduit. You're just, trying to be the catalyst of their greatness. And that's what I'm trying to do every single day.
Understanding that, I believe with reflection, we immediately look to our family and wonder how are we impacting them, right? Because it feels as though it's very easy to focus outside of what is in front of us. How has what you've been doing impacted them? Your 3 children, your wife.
Yes, thank you. You have extraordinarily good memory. Well, let me tell you right now, I'm going through a very, very difficult, nobody knows this. Well, from today, everybody will, but I'm having a huge, huge issue now with one of my kids. So it's being a challenge, so how has my journey impacted them? So it's an everyday example. It's an everyday example of being fully present, and being fully energized, being fully with them, listening to them, spending as much time with them, and that will come along, really. Because the rest, trying to teach, my kids are already 9, 11 and 19. So, they have already learned honestly, even the 9-year-old, they already think that they already know everything. So, teaching them something has to be done in a very different way. And I feel that. I feel that I have to teach my kids in a completely different way from the way that my mom and my dad taught me. So, it's like being there completely with unconditional love and trying to get out of my own ego, which is obviously extremely difficult. And it's an everyday work. It's an everyday, in the works kind of task.
being vulnerable is something that you've developed, right? Of course, you could have been trapped in your ego, but with the messenger part of who you are, it has now been where you have to share these messages that you've experienced. Is that awkward for you? Does it feel awkward doing that sometimes, or is it cool now? Is it okay now?
No, yeah, I wouldn't say it's cool, but yeah, it's okay. It is okay. It's funny because I feel much better being vulnerable, probably in front of other people, than being with my kids. And let me give you an example. So I don't know, there's a few things that my kids like really laugh at me, right? So, and I allow them to do it. I allow them to make fun out of me, but obviously there's so much fun and good energy here in this home and in this family that they come to me and they give me a hard time. And sometimes it's really hard. It's really, 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 really hard. But, it's for a good purpose, because as I behave and as I show you, I behave every single day. It's the way that they are learning that they have to behave, and it's the right way to behave. So, I've learned, and I'm fine with that. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome, my friend. It's both motivational and inspirational, my friend, to have these conversations, to see you. And again, I didn't just see you virtually, but getting to meet you. I had 2 amazing days with you, both myself and Amanda, right, who loves Angel RIBO to her heart, right? And it just speaks to...
Thank you. Likewise.
To what a messenger is.
Likewise.
You showed up, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you, my friend. In closing, is there anything else the Angel RIBO would like to share?
Yeah, I would like to share actually my number 1 resolution for 2020. Can I do that?
Go for it.
It's 2 words only. 2 words only. 2 words only. It's why not? Why not? So, guys, if you're listening to me, if you're presented with new opportunities in your life moving forward, why don't you say why not instead of triggering all those fears and thoughts and overthinking that typically triggers in your mind when someone offers you to do something? As far as it's legal and healthy, why not? Why not? I'm off to an amazing year, and I really want to share it with you and your audience. Thank you, Angel, for bringing me.
Appreciate you tremendously. Again, amazing audience. Angel RIBO. Check him out. It's easy to Google him. He is amazing. I trust him. I don't say that often. Angel RIBO, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by Pod Edits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.